Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brian Fisher, the manager of the Prince George's County Media Relations Division for the police department. And I'd like to welcome you all here today. We have the leaders of Prince George's County here today to provide a significant update on the homicide investigation that you all have been covering for the past couple months. First, I'd like to introduce our Chief Aziz, and I'd like to bring up the leaders of Prince George's County.
Good afternoon. I am Malik, Aziz, Chief of Police, Prince George's County. Today, I would like to announce the arrest of 33-year-old Harold Landon III of University Park, Maryland, for the murder of 59-year-old Maryam Sela of Greenbelt, Maryland. The Prince George's County Police Department has worked in partnership with Chief Bowers and the Greenbelt Police Department, the FBI Baltimore Field Office, Anne Arundel County Police Department, Charles County Sheriff's Office, the Calvert County Sheriff's Office, Maryland Coordination and Analysis Center, and the Maryland National Capital Park Police, Chesapeake Search and Rescue, Calvert County K-9 Search and Rescue Team, and the Prince George's County State's Attorney, Aisha Braveboy, and her team to bring this case to justice and give the family a degree of comfort. I extend my condolences to Dr. Fatima Touré, who is over to my right, and that we bring a degree of justice to her and her family upon the senseless murder of her sister. And we have full intentions to bring that forth in the coming days, weeks, and months ahead. On July 29th, 2023, Miss Maryam Sela went for an evening walk in the 6900 block of Hanover Parkway and did not return. A friend of the family contacted the Greenbelt City Police Department to report her missing. On August 1st, at approximately 4:30 p.m., a concerned citizen contacted PGPD police concerning what appeared to be human remains in the 7300 block of Old Alexander Ferry Road in Clinton, where a dismembered body was discovered. Through various investigative techniques and tireless work of detectives, they were able to develop Harold Landon III as a suspect in this murder. Detectives discovered that he was in the park at the same time of the abduction and later identified through his vehicle. Through DNA evidence, the remains were identified as those of missing teacher Miss Sela. Miss Sela was a much beloved teacher and a member of our community, a valued member of our community. But I want to thank the men and women of our Prince George's County Police Department's Major Crimes Division Homicide Unit, and that includes the Greenbelt Police Department for their unyielding efforts in their efforts to bring to justice Harold Landon for the murder of Mrs. Sela. Lead Detective John Wood, Lieutenant King, Sergeant Russell, Detective Bisbal, Detective Paz, Detective Lynn, Detective Munawa. They have worked countless and tireless hours in what I believe is the finest homicide unit in the nation to bring Harold Landon to justice. And so I want to personally thank them for their diligent efforts and the coordination with our other counterparts, and especially our relationship with the municipality, with Chief Bowers and his team at Greenbelt, Thank you so much. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to our leader, our county executive, Miss Angela Alsobrooks.
Good afternoon. I'd just like to first express all of our very, very sincere sorrow and grief upon the loss of one of our beloved teachers, Miss Mariam Sila. She is today acknowledged. The principal of her school is here from Dora Kennedy French Immersion School. I want to thank him for his presence, as well as the president of our Prince George's County Teachers Association. Want to thank her for being present as well, and to say to all of the young people who love Miss Sela, who we've heard from over the last few weeks, the second grade students that she taught, to tell all of those students as well that we express our condolences and grief to them as well. I want to just, as well as Miss Sela's family, her sister is here today. Dr. Torre wanted to also express our condolences to her, and to the men and women of the Prince George's County Police Department. The chief wasn't exaggerating when he said these are some of the finest detectives in the country, and certainly want to thank them for their work. They worked day in, literally, and day out, along with our state's attorney and her team who are here today to bring a conclusion to this case. As well as Chief Bowers from Greenbelt City. Wanted to thank him for his leadership and hard work as well. These cases are cases that really do strike at the heart of all of us. To have a beloved member of our community taken away from us in this way is just so devastating. We have so much work to do. Our resolve is strengthened, that we will continue to work hard to make sure that every member of our community is safe. And I'd like to also say that we are in a time, especially as we approach this holiday weekend, where we want everyone. This case is still under investigation, and so we will know at the appropriate time how this case came to be. But I know there are so many, especially domestic violence victims, who are suffering at this moment, and want to remind them of the resources that we have available to them at the Family Crisis Center, for example. We'll make that information available, and to say to anyone who is aware of circumstances like this to please make sure they reach out to us and make sure that we can get the help that is needed. So again, thank you to Chief Aziz for his leadership, Mr. Stanton, who is here as well. Want to thank our public safety director and others for their hard work in bringing this arrest forward. And I will hand over now to our state's attorney, Aisha Braveboy, for her comments as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam County Executive, and thank you so much for our partnership and it's a great county. And I also want to thank my partner, Chief Aziz, for your work on this case, as well as my partner, Chief Bowers, who from the very beginning, when Ms. Sela was determined that she was missing, worked tirelessly to track every lead down to find her. I want to thank my principal deputy, Jason Abbott, who worked with Chief Bowers, as well as ASA Jonathan Church, who will be handling this case along with myself. So this is a very sad day, very sad outcome. I know that many individuals in our community prayed for Ms. Sela. I know that our teachers union organized vigils. I know that her school was constantly in prayer, and so I want to thank her principal for being here as well. At this stage of the case, the individual who has been identified as a suspect is being charged. He will be presented to the commissioner for an initial appearance at some point over the next several hours. And we expect him to have a bond review on Tuesday. And so essentially we'll know probably early Tuesday morning that he is on the bond list, but it's very likely that he'll be on the bond list for 1:15 on Tuesday. So we look forward to continuing to update you as we move forward with this case. And to Ms. Torre, we are just, our heart goes out to you. There are no words to express how we feel. I have a sister myself, and I can't imagine losing my sister in this way. And I know that Ms. Alsobrooks also has a sister. And so that bond that we have is special. And to lose a sibling in this horrific way, it's unimaginable. So we will do everything in our power to get justice for you, for your sister, for your entire family, for our teachers, for our schools, and our entire community. Thank you.
Anything about what this was about? I see that this man has been locked up since early August on a domestic violence charge. Is that in any way related to this? What was the motive here?
Well, the domestic violence charge is not related to this. We don't believe that to be related. If you want information on the domestic violence per se, we have the chief over here. He can answer any questions on that if you would like.
What was the
Oh.
motive?
Well, we don't know at this particular time. We don't have any motive. Our detectives, you heard me mention earlier about the hard work that our detectives do. They're putting the pieces together. It is, you hear this term, it's a fluid investigation, it's an active investigation. Those are meaningful words. They are putting together the pieces of a puzzle to try to find out. I will say this though, motives in these cases, even if it exists, there in no way would it bring any resolve to a family for this whatever reason. It's senseless. It doesn't make any. It's the type of violence is depraved, and it wouldn't make any difference to me. It's just it's disturbing. Any other question? Go ahead.
I am gathering from Brad's question that you do not believe that the suspect and Madam Sela had any prior contact to their dead group.
At this particular time, this appears to be stranger to stranger. At this particular time, when we are investigating these type of things, we always leave door open for something that could have been missed. But our detectives have been working really hard to make those connections, and we haven't found any connection that these two people knew each other. And I don't believe they knew each other. I just think we have a person who decided to go out and commit a horrific crime. The most horrific crime you can do is murder, and do that for some unknown, unjustifiable reason. From my notes, from what I said earlier, when the concerned citizen, that was 7300 block of Old Alexander Ferry Road in Clinton, 7300 block. She went walking in the 6900 block. They found her body in the 7300. Any other questions that we would have for myself or any other? Okay. All right. Thank you Brian.
Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, everybody. And we'll be around if you want to talk to anybody. Thank you.